That's not centered at all. Let's center it. There we are. Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Legendary DC stream, which is something I didn't think I would say. Yeah, it's Monday, August 3rd, and it's time for this. So today we're going to be playing the brand new version of Legendary, which is Legendary DC. In case you're stumbling upon this and don't know what the heck is happening, this past year, Upper Deck got the license to make DC cards and products, and here is one of them. It is the Legendary deck building game, a brand new core set designed by Devin Lowe, who has created Legendary and designed all the Marvel sets. And now here we are with Legendary. The question you probably have is this compatible with Marvel? And yes, it is for the vast most part. And I will be combining these two sets. Just a quick programming note I'll go into a little bit later. I'll be doing that later this week. But first, I'm happy to see all of you and play this set. I'm going to be going through every single Mastermind in the game and probably every single hero. We're going to be doing it in kind of a semi-randomized way, which I'll go over in a little bit. But anyway, happy to see all of you. Let me move this so you can see the playmat. There's the playmat. I'll be zooming in on it a little bit, but as you can see, we have the Hope and Fear track here on the left, which I'll talk about in a little bit, and then we have the rest. But before I start with this, DC deck building, you mean the Cryptozoic game? Anyway, so before we start, I do want to touch on something real quick, and then we'll get into it. So we learned earlier this year, around the time we learned about the DC license, that Upper Deck also got a license to make Harry Potter trading cards. This is on the trading card side of things, not the gaming side of things. It's kind of a separate branch from what the gaming branch is, the folks that we're used to. And a lot of folks are not very happy about that. And for good reason, because the creator of Harry Potter, who's going to get a big chunk of money from all sales from trading card games, is extremely anti-trans. And the gaming community, which we are all a part of, is a big tent and a very inclusive community, and wants to support everybody who's marginalized. And a lot of us are not happy. Little Bird tells me, some folks maybe over there included, that that's going to be a thing. So I did want to shout out real quick. I have a charity I want to shout out if anybody is interested in supporting our fellow gamers in the trans community and at large. I want to talk about real quick translifeline.org. I really like this organization because it is a direct help for anybody who might need it, including financial and emotional support. Here it is. I'm going to put that link in the chat real quick. You can go over to the link in the upper right where it says donate if you are so inclined. And these trading cards are supposed to come out in the winter, so we're going to see that very soon. And we want to send a message, at least I do, that we don't want to support those things while also supporting the company that makes the game that we love. So anyway, quick shout out there. Check out the link in the chat if you're interested in that, because we're here for everybody, you know. All right, so on to DC. What I'm going to be doing today is I'm going to be playing 5 setups, 1 game with each Mastermind. Of course, 1 game with each Mastermind in the game. I'm going to be randomizing the rest of the setup, and then as I go on through the games, I'm going to be excluding things I've already randomized. So for example, if I randomize Batman in game 1 and then Batman in game 2, I can't play Batman again in game 2. I'm going to have to rely on you in chat to tell me who I should replace him with, and that's what we will do. A couple other programming notes about the Discord here. Number 1, we have started up our tier list reviews of 2nd edition. If you want to come and let us know how you think difficulty levels, fun levels, all that for the heroes and enemies in 2nd edition, come to the Discord, go to the tier list channel. We just started rating villain groups, then we're going to do Masterminds and Henchmen, and then go through all the heroes. I'm putting that into a big database of all the cards in Legendary, so we can definitively know which is the most fun set of all time. We're very close. We just have to finish up 2nd edition. Second thing is I have updated Legendary Legacy Arcade to include DC. This is the randomized mode, actually is right down there in the window. You can go to arcade.tabletopgames.com. It is a roguelike mode I have designed for Legendary, and it now includes DC, so you can mix all those things together. Working on Adventure, we got some folks submitting paths. We have some updates on Adventure, the similar mode that has preset setups. Working on updating those. And I think that's it. Oh yeah, so here's what I'm going to do. On Thursday, we're taking a little bit of a break from the randomizer stream. I'll give more details in the Discord. We're between seasons right now. But what I'm going to do this week on Thursday is I'm going to be doing a Legendary Arcade randomizer mode featuring the current featured format, which features the Legendary DC core set and the second edition core set all jumbled together. If you don't know how it works, I go through 8 increasingly difficult battles based on Mastermind difficulty, just estimated right now. And we're going to go through all of them, mixing up Marvel and DC because you can kind of do that thing, and I'll show you how you can mix those two things. But today it's just DC. Anyway, that's enough blabbering about all the things coming up. If you want more info on that, go to discord.bagotopgames.com. That's where all the stuff happens. Would love to see you there. We got a lot of folks there coming in for the new DC set. Anyway, I do want to go over real quick the rules for the new track. You might notice that there's this shaded area here on the left, and that is for the new Hope and Fear track. So I have the rule book right here. I do want to go over that mechanic because it is a brand new element to Legendary, in case anybody doesn't know, and to give myself a refresher. So there it is, Hope and Fear. Let me zoom in real quick so it's a little easier to read. All right, so we're going to start here. Read along. You know it's time to turn the page when you hear, or I'm going to turn the page for you. So we start the Hope token on the 0 space, and there's 3 spaces at the top, 1 Hope, 2 Hope, 3 Hope, 3 spaces on the bottom, 1 Fear, 2 Fear, 3 Fear. And some cards will say Inspire Hope, then you move the token up towards Hope, and if you Inspire Fear, you move the token towards Fear. If it overflows in Hope, the current player draws a card and you move to 2. If Fear overflows, the current player discards a card and you move the Fear token to 2. And then some cards will care if things are Hope or more, 2 Hope or more, if it's a 2 Hope or 3 Hope, for example. Same thing with Fear. If there is no Hope, means there's no Hope at all. So it's either at 0 or 1, 2, 3 Fear. If you can Inspire Hope, you can choose. If it says you may. There's also the mechanic where you can fight crime. This is very important. So once per turn, you can spend 3 attack to fight crime and choose to Inspire Hope or Inspire Fear. Why would you want to Inspire Fear? Let's say if you're Batman and you want to fight crime in that way, you can Inspire Fear. You can't do it more than once per turn, kind of like recruiting a sidekick. And you also can't overflow. You can't overflow this way. There's one more thing that's not mentioned in the rule book. That is, if something says Reduce Hope, that means you can reduce Hope if there's another Hope to move to, or there's Hope to get rid of. So for example, you can see over here, no, I zoomed out. So Hope here, if I'm at Hope 2 and I get the command to reduce Hope, I can reduce Hope to 1. That's something that I can totally do. But if I'm at 0, I can't reduce Hope any further because that would go into Fear. And you'll see that on some of the cards. Anyway, that's a quick overview of that. I do have the whole rulebook up at newcardgallery.bagotopgames.com. I don't see it up on the Upper Deck site yet, but you want to check that out. Anyway, I was saying that to say this. I have added a version of the Hope and Fear track to my stream setup. I hope it works well. Let me show it off, and I'll maybe improve it as time goes on. But here it is. This is my Hope and Fear track. And behind the scenes here, I just have a couple of buttons. I've got one that increases Hope and one that increases Fear. And here's how it looks. So there's Hope 1, Hope 2, Hope 3. And as we go reverse, 0, Fear 1, Fear 2, and Fear 3. So that's how it's going to look. I hope it's clear enough to tell what the level is at any given time. I'll make improvements as I need to go on. But this is my preliminary version. And by default, you start at 0. So that's where I'm going to be. This is what I was doing last night. setting this up for all of you. And I lined it up with the recruit and attack and put that black border so it's easy to see what's going on over there. So I'm glad you all seem to like that. I don't have the real estate for the physical token, although the token is very cool. Here it is. It is, I should actually do the close-up for this. We'll put it in the bank because it's a token, right on Soup's chest there. So this is the token. It has the Legendary logo on one side and the DC logo on the other. I'll probably use this as a coin to flip when Two-Face shows up, but otherwise I'm not really going to use it this stream because I have my digital tracker, but it's a very cool little hefty metal token. All right. If you have any questions about this game or Legendary in general, I will answer them to the best of my ability. I assume we might have some new folks to the game here. And, yeah. In the DC lore, Hope is blue and Fear is yellow. That makes sense. Yellow's a bit harder to see on screen. So I elected to go with red, because I know. Superman is red and blue. So hopefully you'll have to excuse my lore inaccurate color here. I mean, I can try it. I'll see if it looks, but it doesn't pop as much, you know? I wish Bond Legendary come with a little 007 logo for a Danger Track, and maybe they can release that later on. I don't know. All right, so without further ado, I'm going to get started. What hero am I most excited to play? Obviously, Batman. I want to see how Batman plays. He draws a lot of cards, and he has his Batarang, which looks really cool. But there's, I want to see how Hawkgirl works. She's one of my favorite characters, and I love KOing heroes, so that's good. So I'm going to be using LegendaryLeagues.com today for the stream. In case you don't know, it is made by Travel Size, who you can find on the Discord and other places. He's a playtester for Legendary, a longtime fan, and he set up this wonderful site called Legendary Leagues where you can randomize games, participate in leagues, all kinds of stuff. It's the best randomizer right now. I think it's the only updated one, almost the only updated one right now. He had DC ready to go. Perks of being a playtester is he can get the back end ready while none of us know what is actually in the set, and then when it releases, he can just press the button to release it. So it's usually updated pretty quick. So here we're going to randomize our first setup today. I'm going to, I'll show you what it looks like right now. It looks like this. I'm going to start a new match. So there we go. And if you want to see this at any time, you can go to !setup. It'll take you to my challenge mode page, which is where I'm doing that. I'm gonna play some What If solo version today. And by the way, I was lucky enough to find this set in the wild yesterday. The game store that I went to had one copy, so I was very, very grateful. I'm going to do all DC today. And again, if you just came in, this Thursday I will be doing a Marvel DC mashup stream featuring both core sets, so don't miss that, playing the arcade mode. I'm going to use the Final Blow, and I think that's all I got to do. So let's go ahead and see what's coming up here. All right, interesting. Here's my first setup for the day. Oh, I got Batman and Superman together, so I get to see that tug-of-war in the Hope and Fear. So we're going to play against Captain Cold and the Kingdom Come scheme, and Fearsome 5 are our villains, and we got 4 Bestiamorphs. We got Batman, Green Lantern, John Stewart, and Superman in the very first game, which will be very interesting. So again, you can put an ! setup to see that setup right now. And I'm going to go ahead and get those cards. So I want to talk about this later. I've got my cards all put into these really cool boxes by BCW that have been how I've been storing my cards lately. So I'm finishing up labeling them all, and then I kind of want to do an overview. This is one of my favorite ways to store these cards. The site is LegendaryLeagues.com. You're going to want to know that site if you are going to be playing Legendary at all. And again, Thursday I'm going to be doing an arcade run, which you're not going to want to miss. It's going to be a lot of fun. So Fearsome 5 I'm going to be using. I will say the caveat of my entire knowledge of DC comes from the animated shows and some movies. Yeah, I want to do a video on how I store my card. It's changed over the years. So any stuff that's comic exclusive, some characters, I'm not going to know them. I'm trying to learn them. So if anybody wants to give me some info from your knowledge, I'd love to have that on some of these characters that I watched all the Justice League Unlimited, the Batman animated series, Young Justice, all that stuff. So that's a lot of characters I know about, but there's still a lot I don't. All right. And I'll teach you how to use solo mode today too, which is how we're going to do this. And setup always takes time. It's just part of it. So I got my Masterminds over here. And what am I missing? The Fearsome 5. Where the heck did I put them? The Titans for Hire. Here they go. Fearsome 5. All right. That should be the whole setup right there, as well as the scheme. Oh yeah, you should expect more Green Lanterns. You should expect more Flash heroes, because that is one thing that that Devin got to do, is really take advantage of the fact that he's got a roadmap, or a mental roadmap for what sets you want to do. Could have been a communication with DC as well. I have no idea. But you'll see things like Joker leading an Arkham Asylum group that doesn't exist yet. You'll see Justice League Dark being a team that only has one hero so far. You'll see Green Lantern and Flash having their names in parentheses, because there's going to be more. For sure. And I believe, if I go back here, so the villains for special setup at the bottom, I have to get those as well. So Superman, Revenge Squad, and Titans for Hire. I won't exclude those in future setups because these are for the special setup, but it just means more shuffling at the end. But that's okay. So here they are. Here's the Revenge Squad, and here is Titans for Hire. And those are going to be used elsewhere. Yeah, definitely going to need more storage. I just ordered more sleeves myself. I use BCW sleeves that might be getting discontinued. So I want to make sure that I get those before they go out. Okay, there's setting my villain deck right here on the bridge. In solo, you start with 2 henchmen in the city and 2 henchmen in the villain deck. By the way, my support cards for today's stream are just going to be the DC cards. So I've got standard wounds. I've got standard support, which is Oracle. I got staring sidekicks, and I got all the bystanders mixed together. So here's the bystanders. I've got the special ones in there. I'm going to have to pull one random one. All right. Next, what was supposed to be announced at the end of Gen Con? What am I missing here? Yeah, I'm sure there's going to be a lot of... probably a lot more character-specific sets in DC than there would be in Marvel. I imagine I don't know if it's going to be an Arkham set or a Batman set or just a Gotham-named set. Green Lantern set's going to definitely be a thing. Expect a lot of sets with, because I feel like, correct me if I'm wrong here, but in DC there's more families than in Marvel, and so I expect, that to come up a lot. Exactly. So I'm actually, it's a good thing. I want to see how that tug of war goes with Superman and Batman. So I still wish they made the Dark City size boxes, says Snatchcat. I'm of a different opinion on that. I'm glad that we don't. And I've talked about this before. I wouldn't be mad if they did it again. But the thing is, I think the medium and small boxes have a much tighter design. So I appreciate that. Alright, so here's my villain deck put together. I'm going to shuffle that up in a second. I'm going to peek at the scheme real quick because there's some stuff I got to do. Shuffle 2 extra villain groups and 3 bystanders into a Mankind Liberation Front deck. So that's all I got to do. Okay, so we're going to get these 2 extra villain groups, which I'm going to have to unshuffle because I want to use them later. But such is the way of physical games. Not complaining. Oh, the boxes. Yeah, fair enough. Although, if you have a big enough collection, you're going to want to upgrade to something a bit more heavy-duty. I just got these big plastic drawers that I put all my boxes in. The cool thing about having these boxes is you don't have to worry about dividers or shifting around. It gives you more freedom for your build. All right, 3 bystanders together. They were supposed to announce a box like Dark City for the next set that comes out in March. Where do you have the info from? Because I did not hear that. I hear you. Where's your source? Cite your sources. We love sources here. Okay, here's that extra deck. So let me go ahead and do a Mastermind and Scheme overview while I shuffle everything up. And then we'll start our first DC game, which I'm very excited about. So let's place our Mastermind. You'll notice I don't quite use the spaces as they're intended. For example, this is support, but for my real estate on my stream, I put the scheme down here. You're going to have to forgive me on that one. So, on to our Mastermind. This is a very fun one. This is the first one they demoed, I think, when DC first was announced at last year's Gen Con. So, Captain Cold's our first Mastermind today. He gets +3 attack if there are any frozen heroes in the HQ. We ignore always leads in solo. And then Master Strike. Turn each hero in the HQ face down, frozen, and randomly mix them up. Players can't recruit face down heroes. Each stays face down until you pay 1 attack to unfreeze it, or it leaves the HQ. Now, there's a scheme like this in Marvel, in the Marvel Studios Guardians of the Galaxy set, where you escape the Kiln Space Prison, and I often forget to turn things face down. But it's a little different. In that scheme, heroes enter the HQ face down. This Master Strike is going to cause that to happen. So heroes still enter the HQ face up, which means I'm probably not going to forget to do it. Okay. Yes, it is the suggested first game Mastermind, so that was a nice randomization. And again, I'm kind of happy I got the Superman-Batman tug-of-war on the Hope and Fear, because they do work together. So I want to see how they work together in this game. Okay, I know him. But I also know that plans don't always play out as expected, so if they were supposed to announce something like that, and they haven't yet, it's only a matter of time. That's interesting. Captain Trotica says, Epic Captain Cold isn't too hard for an Epic Mastermind for anyone who wants to start dipping their toes into Epic Masterminds. Very good to know. We're going to be rating these Masterminds probably a month down the road or so we can get them on the tier list. Okay, got a hero deck shuffled up. And again, if anybody is new to the game and has questions about Legendary in general, I'm happy to answer that. Let me go over our scheme, which I neglected to do. This is Kingdom Come. I don't know much at all about this comic story, so if anybody wants to enlighten me, please. I would love to get the theming behind it. So 8 twists, shuffle 2 extra villain groups and 3 bystanders into a Mankind Liberation Front deck, which I've done over here. Twist, choose 1, then play 2 cards from the Mankind Liberation Front deck. Justice, inspire hope, then you get +1 recruit for each hope, or revenge, inspire fear, then you get +1 attack for each fear. Evil wins when there are 3 villains per player in the escape pile. This is a very interesting one for Batman and Superman. I don't quite know what direction it's going to go. So I have to update for the tracker down there my number of twists and the evil wins condition, and then I'll be ready to go. You know, part of doing a live stream is you got to do some things manually. So villains escaped, and it's out of 3 because I'm only 1 player. Today I'll be playing solo. So this will be what we're looking at. What I remember is Justice League are all older and butting heads of the younger generation of heroes. Take that with a big grain of salt. I will do that. All right, so we have to start with a couple things. First, I have my starter hand. I have the Checkmate Knight and the Checkmate Pawn, which are the starters in this game. That doesn't look right. Hold on, let me try this again. That's never happened before. That's so bizarre. Hold on. That was really weird. What's wrong with my my filter? Let me try pressing 5. Let's see what happens when I press 5. I have a 5 list. So that one looks normal. Except escape is spelled wrong. Is my 4 just broken? Drufus, I think you're right. I think I lost the plot there, so I'm gonna go ahead and replace those. Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and have to do this. And erase this line. And just have it have 5 lines because I don't know what else to do. Okay. This is what happens when I have the randomizer over there. Yes, it was the Bestiamorphs, so I'm going to get those instead. Good save. Thank you very much for that. Where did I put those? Gotta stay true to the randomizer, of course. Okay, so get out of here, Manhunters. It's 1 and 2. By the way, I really like the template change for DC. It's got, if you want to look at the close-up here, it's got this cool, like, dotted border for the cards as well. And in addition, the slashes have increased from 3, like you can see over there, to 4, like on the card. So let me update the villain deck real quick. I'll take out the did I even put any in there? I think so. Yeah, we're going to take out the Manhunters I put in the villain deck. And we're going to... There they are. I'm going to put 2 Bestiamorphs in. And we'll use them later. Okay, check it out in chat. Are the basic mechanics all the same as Marvel? Is it possible to mix it with these sets? Yes. I'm going to mix it on Thursday. If you come back at Thursday at... It's going to be... I think I'll start it at 2 again. I'll probably stream for a while. And you'll see what those are like mixed together. When I read over the rulebook, when I was doing my overview video, if you want to see me go over every single card in the game, I did a video on that. It's on my YouTube channel. I didn't read much of the rulebook because it's the same as 2nd edition. With the exception of a few things, including the Hope and Fear track. The big thing is that the back of the cards look like this, which is a legendary card with no logo in the corner. The Marvel cards have a Marvel logo on them, so that's why If you're playing with both and you're using clear sleeves or no sleeves at all, you might notice that. I'm sure they're going to do a... I don't know if they're going to do a Teen Titans expansion because they're leaning into the Titans side of things, but we'll see. All right, let me get my starting hand ready. So my starting hand is going to be... And these are new sleeves, so bear with me. They're going to be a little slippery. I got a 5 in one hand, 5 recruit, 1 attack. Let's fill up our HQ, and then we'll take care of our henchmen and all that. So, we're starting with Green Lantern's Form Energy Construct, Superman's Heat Vision, Batman's Bruce Wayne, Green Lantern's Power Battery, and Superman's OP Rare, Last Son of Krypton, has shown up at the very first game right there in the HQ. That'll be a fun one to pick up, so I'm going to try to get some recruits so I can get that. That'll be interesting. Alright, so moving on. In solo mode, at the very beginning of the game, 2 henchmen enter the city. These Bestiamorphs don't have any ambush effects. Let's just see what they do. They have a fight effect, KO a 0-cost card from your discard pile. If you can't, you get +1 recruit. That's what both of them will do. And I think that's all for the start of the game. I think we're ready to begin. So, without further ado, let's play my very first game of Legendary DC. Hopefully I don't forget to adjust the Hope and Fear track, but I think we're ready to go. So let's begin with turn number 1. Right now. There we go, turn 1. So like I said, I have a 5 and 1. So to play Legendary, the very first thing you do is you... Let me zoom out. Actually, my zoom won't do that. So yeah, over here is the villain deck. It's off screen. The very first thing you do at the start of the turn is you play a card from the villain deck. So that's what I'm going to do. I shuffled it up. I'm going to play a card from the villain deck and do whatever it is. So we're going to start with a Master Strike, which is great. Very first game of DC, we start with a Master Strike. Let's do it. So then we go to the Mastermind and we do what the Master Strike effect says. Turn each hero in the HQ face down frozen and randomly mix them up. That's terrible for a first recruit when I had 5 recruit in my hand. So I'm going to have to get lucky and not flip over Superman. Right out of the gate, yep. Alright, we do it. So Captain Cold shows up and immediately freezes everybody before I can even do anything. And we randomly mix them up. Yeah, I don't want it to flip over Superman, his rare, because I can take anything else. I would love one of those uncommons. 2, 3, 4, 5. All mixed up there. Players can't recruit face down heroes. Each stays face down until you pay 1 attack to unfreeze it, or it leaves the HQ. So I got to adjust Captain Cold's attack. He's at 11 attack, so that's what I'm going to put on him until there's no more frozen heroes. Notice his Master Strike doesn't increase the fear level or anything. Some do, some don't. So that's 1 Master Strike played. So now I'll play everything I've got. I've got 5 recruit and 1 attack. Hopefully these buttons are going to work for me today. There we are. So at least I have 1 attack, so now I can pick one to pay 1 attack to unfreeze. Does anybody have a good feeling about which Undercity space I should unfreeze? Let me know what your vibes are. Under the rooftops? Yes, I use dice in almost all of my games to remember attack, because there's a lot of variable things in Legendary that'll change attack. So I've got these, I've got my these little D8 countdowns, or D10 countdowns. Alright, got 2 for 2. I don't know what 2 means. Does that mean bank, or does that mean streets? I'm assuming that means bank. Ooh, we got streets and bank rooftops. I'm going to go with... I'm going to split the difference for all of you. I'm going to say the rooftops. We'll see what it is. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. It's Bruce Wayne. So not the one I wanted, but I have something to recruit now. Let's take a look at it. It's the only thing I can recruit from the HQ this turn. So Bruce Wayne is a transforming card to recruit. If you have at least 6 other cards in your hand, you may transform this into the Dark Knight. Love the flavor text on this too. So let's go ahead and pick up Bruce Wayne for my first recruit. And now, unlike the Kiln scheme from Guardians, this hero enters face up. So I might be able to afford it. Another Batman, I can't afford it. But now's the perfect time to take a sidekick. There's only one kind of sidekick in the starter set. In the core set, it is a daring sidekick. And here they are. So if you go way back to the villain set, the Marvel Legendary villain set, there was a card called New Recruits, and they're identical in function. 1 attack, draw a card, return this sidekick to the bottom of the sidekick deck. The core set of Legendary 2nd Edition also has a daring sidekick in it. So I will pick this up as well. Gen Con was great. Legendaries and newer player. They had a deal, buy a core set, get half off all expansions. So I got the DC core at 9 Marvel expansions. That's incredible. What, you don't have to list them all, but which ones that you picked up are you most excited about? That's really cool. So of course my next hand's gonna have 3 attack in it. Able to hit a Mastermind. I am drafting thematically. Sometimes you have to. That's an incredible deal, yeah. Turn 2. They should let people know for next time. I might pay for their cost of the trip to Gen Con if they get enough expansions. All right, turn 2. A second Master Strike in a row. I swear I shuffled it. I swear I shuffled it up. All right, this is honestly a good thing because that's one less hero he's freezing. So each hero gets flipped over face down, randomly mixed up. Yeah, seems like back-to-back Master Strikes are pretty good for him. Means I have to spend less to unfreeze everybody. Which also means if I want to recruit this turn, I can't fight a henchman, so I gotta make a decision on that. So again, I've got 3 attack, 3 recruit here, is my hand. So if I want to fight a Bestiamorphs, and KO a 0-cost card from my discard pile, I can do that, but then I won't be able to recruit anything from the HQ. I could pay to flip over 3 different heroes, and I'm going to do that, the reason being, not getting a lot of pressure from the city. I am playing a scheme that cares about escapes, and it's going to play 2 cards from the side deck, which I'm a little worried about, but I do need to increase my deck build before I reshuffle into making my new deck. Otherwise, I'm not going to be able to do much. So I'm going to spend all 3 attack on unfreezing heroes this turn. Let me subtract 1 attack. I'm going to go with... We'll go with the 3 middle spaces again. Start with the streets. There's Superman's Heat Vision. All right. We'll do another. We'll go with the rooftops. And that's From the Shadows Batman. And one last one we'll go with Under the Bank. And that's Superman's Rare right there. All right. Good to know. Yeah, so anyway, he started blasting. I got 3 attack left. 3 recruit left. Unfortunately, none of these are cards I can afford, so I tried. So I'm going to spend my 3 to get a dedicated support Oracle from the support deck. And this is a very simple card. Cost 3 gives you 2 recruit. I'm sure we're going to get special ones down the road that do other things, but for now, I need recruit power, seeing how things are going. So that's what I'm going to take, and that's going to be my my first couple of turns. And we'll end the turn there. Haven't adjusted Hope or Fear yet. Who's gonna Photoshop the Danny DeVito meme? Black Panther Weapon X Fantastic 4. Oh, what I'm excited for. I'm still waiting on my Noir set to come in the mail. I ordered it a month ago. Noir's... I think Noir is honestly my favorite of those sets, and those are all very good. Do you think the new recruits are going to be phased out? I mean, they were phased out as soon as the Villains line ended. They've been phased out for like a decade now. Okay. Welcome. I'm sorry you had to listen to me talk for so many hours. That's a lot. That's a lot of me. Just saying. Okay. Got all... Oh, I got the Daring Sidekick this turn. On to turn 3. We have a Scheme Twist now. This is very interesting. In solo, I'll talk about why. Alright, let's go. Twist. Choose 1, then play 2 cards from the Mankind Liberation front deck. Justice, Inspire Hope, then you get +1 attack, recruit for each hope. Or Revenge, Inspire Fear, then you get +1 attack for each fear. So I'm going to get 1 recruit or 1 attack depending on what I choose. I also have 3 attack in hand. I am worried about things escaping. That's the Evil Wins condition. So I think this turn I'm actually going to Inspire Fear and get 1+ attack, which will give me at least 4 plus a card draw. So let me go ahead and choose that. So I'm going to choose Revenge. Inspiring Fear. Let's see if my tracker works. Boop. There we go. Excellent. Then I get +1 attack for each fear. I get 1 attack for the 1 fear that exists right now. Now, if you're playing solo, there's something else you do after a Scheme Twist, and that is you tuck a hero that costs 6 or less to the bottom of the HQ. Now, let me double check the Mastermind real quick. So, players can't recruit face-down heroes. Each stays face-down until you play 1 attack to unfreeze it, or it leaves the HQ. So in the Guardian set, it explicitly says on the scheme that face-down heroes cost 0 because you can't see what they are. I'm going to assume that that is the same for these face-down cards, it says I can't recruit them, but it doesn't say I can't put them to the bottom of the hero deck when there's a twist. Playtesters in the chat, please let me know if you think I'm right. And I think I will elect to send one of these to the bottom, even though these are all great cards. They're a little expensive, but I'm going to do that. So I don't know what this is. I'm going to send it to the bottom of the hero deck as my card I sent to the bottom for solo. And that also helps me with the scheme. That's a free flip. So, free unfreeze. And I got another From the Shadows Batman. Yes, you can do this. Okay. Good to know. And before I move on, I do want to say... I want to do a couple thank yous. I missed one. Drufus McGee, thank you for the Prime sub. 45 months. Says, we back. That's a long time. Thank you so much. And Luke the Chat, thank you for the Prime sub. Really nice of you guys to use your Prime subs on me. I'm excited to be here streaming this for you, and that means a lot. You also play tested this. Awesome. Thank you very much. I know we're going to have more than a few play testers here. We already have at least 2 in the chat, so thank you for being here. All right. That's a pretty cool thing. You kind of... So is Captain Cold technically a little easier in solo because you have to be the one to flip everything over, but you get a free unfreeze every time a scheme twist happens. That's very interesting. All right, let's move over with what I'm going to play. You almost won. Oh, very close. I'm sorry you didn't win it, but you should be proud of yourself that you got pretty close. All right, 1 attack for the Daring Sidekick. I draw a card. It's a pawn, and then the Daring Sidekick goes away. I like special sidekicks, but I also like when there's only one kind because then I don't have to put anything on the bottom of the deck. I just leave it face up. Oh yes, I forgot to play 2 cards from the Mankind Liberation front deck. That's something I forgot to mention is I will be making mistakes today. This set is brand new, so I don't quite know. My mistakes are going to be based on the unique mechanics in this, hopefully not fundamental legendary mechanics. So please call me out like that. Thank you very much. It's brand new. So, play 2 cards from the Mankind Liberation front deck. I should have done that first before I inspired Hope or Fear. That would have made me not forget. Alright, so the first card is Osiris being played into the sewers. So Osiris has fight, KO one of your heroes, then reveal the top card of the villain deck. If it's a Master Strike, put Osiris on the top of the villain deck and play that Master Strike. And the next card from that deck is Tattooed Man, so really filling up this city. Tattooed Man gets +1 attack for each Master Strike. That's face up anywhere. Ambush. Reveal the top card of the villain deck. If it's a Master Strike, play it. All right, let's hope it's not. Top card of the villain deck is a Master Strike, so of course I do it. Of course it is. But again, that's a good thing. Downside is it sped up the game a little bit. The good news is, actually it's bad news. Everything's mostly unfrozen. So that's really bad. Never mind what I said. Okay, let's do it again. This always happens to me. Welcome to my stream. This is what happens to me. All right, the game is against me. Turn each hero on the HQ face down, frozen, randomly mix them up. Again. Which means, I'm probably still not... Oh, I'll probably fight something for 3 and then unfreeze 1 thing. That's gross. Alright. I'm never gonna get this Superman rare, am I? I'm inspiring too much fear. Okay. I think I'm done with that stuff. That was really annoying. By the way, going over to Tattooed Man, he gets +1 attack for each Master Strike that's face up anywhere, which means he's already at +3 attack because of all those early strikes that I played. So he's going to be at 5. And that's a little bit annoying. Okay, I have 2 attack already, so let me go ahead and play everything else I've got. I've got 4 recruit, and I've got 2 attack. The good news is he's going to be out of strikes very soon, which means he's not going to be able to freeze anything except for... Do his tactics freeze things? Probably. Yeah. Which is actually nice. It's kind of warm in here, so. Alright, so I have 4 attack, 4 recruit. If I want to recruit anything, I'm going to have to spend 1 attack to unfreeze something. But the city is giving me a lot of pressure, and I need to clear it up. So I'm going to go to... Thank you very much. It's my first go at it. Might improve it later, but the Hope Fear track. You already lost? Oh, that's rough. Hopefully I don't. So this is interesting. I don't have a discard pile. So when I fight these Bestiamorphs, I'm going to lose out on some KO, but let me read it. Fight KO a 0-cost card from your discard pile. If you can't, you get +1 recruit. That'll put me up to 5 recruit. And there's some 5-costers in here, so there's a chance I could get an uncommon or a 5-cost. There's a Superman 5-cost common in there. So let me go ahead and commit the 3 attack to fighting these Bestiamorphs, which will give me 1 recruit when I take them out. And I'm at 1 attack and 5 recruit now. Now let me go ahead and pick... I don't know which one I'm going to pick. I'm going to go with the one of the streets. Feels promising to me. Let me pay 1. And alright, I got a 5-cost. I got From the Shadows Batman, which is a Hope or Fear friendly card. Check it out. It is choose 1 lunge, draw 2 cards, and lurk when you draw a new hand this turn. Draw 2 extra cards. I should say or, not and. A lot of cards in this set have the 1-2 choice. We've seen it in Marvel, but we really see it here in the DC4 set. I'm going to spend all 5 recruit to pick this up. That's great. That's for me. And there we go. We got another Superman Heat Vision. A lot of expensive cards. I'm glad I took that Oracle. I'm going to need some more recruit. But also I got to watch out for the pressure. I got that joke. Very good. Very nice pun there. My new hand. Still a lot of grays. Still a lot of starters. What are you going to do? Turn 4 gives me, alright, not a Scheme Twist or a Master Strike. It's another Bestiamorphs. So and again, they got Fight. KO a hero from your discard pile, a 0-cost hero. If you can't, you get +1 recruit. Unfortunately, I can't fight anything. So if I play a Twist next turn, I'm probably going to have an escape. Keep the puns coming. I love it. Love it. Alright, 2 attack here. Yes, so as you can see, I can't fight anything for 2. So I'm going to have to... I like the choice mechanic too. It gives some dynamism to the cards without having to include keywords. I'm going to have to pick 2 things to unfreeze. There's nothing else I can do with this. So let me pick the rooftops. Alright, we got Power Battery Green Lantern. Haven't got Green Lantern yet. And then we have 1 more to unfreeze. Let's go all the way into the sewers. Another From the Shadows. Alright, and I've got 4 recruit to work with here. But real quick, on Twitch, thank you Dargrim for the Prime sub. It's your very first one. Welcome. And thanks for watching all those hours of videos. I knew it was somebody doing that. So with 4 recruit, I can afford Power Battery. This one does not work well with Batman. It's 2 recruit and you may inspire hope. But the Batman cards I have so far, at least the one on Transformed one, don't conflict with fear. So maybe I'll lean into Hope plus Batman. Hey, Rio Firestar, thank you for the resub. DC Legendary Hype. Very much so. Appreciate you too. So I'm going to take Green Lantern's Power Battery. Maybe, again, I'll have to lean into the Hope side of things. Another Heat Vision. Wow, expensive, Superman. By the way, the artist for the Superman cards commented on my overview stream and said, loved it. Love your excitement for the game. I said, thank you. Thanks for the art. Okay, you can find that comment and go follow them. I told them to come to the Discord. We'll see if they do. I'm worried about the city, you all. Especially with all the recruit I have. I have to have a lot of cards to play to transform Bruce Wayne, and I don't think I can get there yet unless I have his other card in my hand, which I do. Maybe I can do it. All right, turn 5, I have some good stuff in hand. We've got, okay, rather a strike than twist. That's fine. He is just relentless. I've played 4. What? It says 8 strikes. No one's gonna say anything. Let me update that number. Should only be 5 strikes for this setup. Okay. 4 out of 5 strikes. There we go. Okay, once again, we keeps freezing Superman and stuff. So, freeze it again. No challenge modes today. Thank you very much. So far, I do enjoy this scheme. Love the hope and fear inclusion and choice. He can only do that with a strike 1 more time. Okay. So let's go ahead and play From the Shadows. It does feel like that. I definitely didn't put in 8 because it didn't come with an 8 in the set. So From the Shadows Batman, I get to draw 2 cards, or when you draw a new hand this turn, draw 2 extra cards. Now Bruce Wayne here transforms if you have at least 6 other cards in your hand. So the thing is, when I play From the Shadows, that'll draw 2 cards, which will give me a total of 7 cards, so Bruce Wayne can transform. King Rohan says, hi, new to the stream. Does the Fear Hope track only do anything when it would go beyond 3 on either side? No, it does stuff. There's things that care about how much hope and fear you have at any given time. I have to remind myself I can spend 3 attack to inspire hope or fear. I haven't had to do that yet. So let's draw 2 cards and see what happens. Let's play Lunge. We're going to lunge into a Checkmate Knight and a Checkmate Pawn. Yes, thank you. Tattooed is 6, because that's another Master Strike. All right, next, that doesn't give me any values by itself. I have 6 cards in hand if I play Bruce Wayne, so here we go. You can do the thing. So 2 recruit, and if you have at least 6 other cards in your... Oh, let me give it a 2 recruit. If you have at least 6 other cards in your hand, you may transform this into the Dark Knight. When you transform a card, you get rid of this one. You grab the other one from the transformation pile, put it into your hand. And so this is going to transform into the Dark Knight. There we go. So here's what this does. I'll play it immediately because I have no reason not to. 2 attack. If fear is 2 or more, you get +1 attack. Fear is at 1, so that doesn't give me any extra attack. And I might lean into a hope build anyway, so this might be a weaker card than normal. I heard that. So, and the tech ability I can't activate. I love having the KO ability, but I don't have any tech right now. But I'll take the attack. Let's play all of our attack. I got 1 more knight and a second knight. That's 2 more attack. That puts me at 4. Now, I gotta take care of this city pressure, even though I want to recruit something. I can do what I did last time. Head over to one of these Bestiamorphs. Let's go to the one... Actually, yeah, in the sewers. I'd rather have Osiris escape than this Bestiamorph. I don't have a discard pile once again, so I lose out on a KO. Hopefully I can get Batman to do that later. I'll still fight it for 3, which gives me 1 more recruit, which maybe I can use. We'll see what I end up revealing. Alright, now let's play all my recruit. This is 2 more. And... Oh, you're right, Captain Metroidica. I forgot that Superman does the same thing, even though you need the strength to trigger that. Let me tell you why Captain Metroidica's right. So tech, and so on these streams, one of the things I have a problem with is sometimes I lose all my object permanents. So as soon as I physically can't see a card anymore, I forget what it had or what was there. So I need that reminder. Thank you very much. The other side of this card before I transformed it was a tech card, which is the prerequisite for activating this superpower. Thank you very much. So I do get to do this. I probably wouldn't do it anyway. I had cards in my hand. I could have KO'd a checkmate pawn, which might be worth it because I can't afford anything that costs 8. There isn't anything that costs 8 here, and I can only reveal 1 card. So that will inspire the fear further, though. I don't have anything that works on hope yet. So let me backtrack a little. Sure. So I'll say I didn't play this pawn. I want to keep my knights for now. And when I play the Dark Knight, let's say it was still in my hand, I get the tech power. You may KO a card from your hand or discard pile if you do inspire fear. So let's go ahead and KO this pawn, and we'll inspire fear up to 2 because that's more fun. So now I'm left with 1 attack and 7 recruit. I gotta pick something. I gotta hope it's not Soup's rare. Yes, early strikes happened. Things got really cold here. Yeah, I do also like that all the special bystanders are named characters. The only Marvel sets we see that in are the MCU sets. Let's go with the streets. Let's play 1 attack to reveal what's here. It's from the Shadows Batman. Yeah, I'll take this. So I'll spend 5 to pick up this from the Shadows. Cool card, pretty neutral. And we got Green Lantern, which I can't afford. So for my 2, we're gonna get a another sidekick, which will help increase my hand size. Fear is up. Yeah, it's warm here today too, so Captain Cole's just trying to help. Thank you for the water, so I don't pass out. I got 4 more games to play after this. I gotta be up. Gotta be around. We're only on turn 6, but that's fine. Yeah, turn 6, and I've played 4 strikes. Let's see if this is the 5th one. It is not. It's Shimmer. And unfortunately for me, she gets +1 attack for each fear, which means +2 attack right now. Ambush. Reveal a covert hero or inspire fear. I don't have a covert hero, so fear gets inspired, and we're at max fear. We're at 3 fear. So she gets buffed even more. Fight. Count your covert heroes. Reveal that many cards from your deck. Draw 1 of them and put the rest back in any order. This is one of those characters I don't know much about, so if anybody wants to educate me, I'd be happy to hear. Batman isn't in the team where Mastermind doesn't use the fear. Yes. He's here for a challenge. Let me go ahead and give her... That's going to be something I'm going to have to update the dynamic attack on these characters that care about the fear. So she's going to be at 6 right now. And let's see what I got to work with. I have Power Battery, which has 2 recruit. You may inspire hope, and I'll say sure, why not? So to inspire hope, I have to go towards hope. So I'm going to go 1 up, which means that now Shimmer's only at 5. because Fear is still at 2. He made it a little bit better. A little worried about the city pressure. 1, 2, 3, 4 more recruit. I got 6, and I got 1 attack, which I can use. Can't use it to change the Hope Fear level, but I can use it to unfreeze something in the HQ. Let's go with the bank. Let me spend my 1 attack to unfreeze whatever this is. And alright, Heat Vision. Check this out. 3 attack, you get +1 attack for each other card you play this turn that costs 5 or more. I think this is his card that works best with Batman, because Batman draws a lot of cards and has cards that cost 5 or more. I have 2 of them, 2 different ones in fact. So this is a great card to pick up. Let me go ahead and take his Heat Vision, helping out his friend Soups, helping his friend Batman. Bats and Soups. Alright, we got Batarang. I love this one. This is so cool. 2 attack and tech. Put this Batarang near your deck. When you draw a new hand this turn, this Batarang returns to your hand. I'm in the danger zone when it comes to Scheme Twist. And there's still a lot of them. Because it'll play 2 cards from this deck on the side, and there's some bystanders in there, but mostly it's villains. And it's going to push some escapes to happen. So I'm in a little bit of trouble here. It's been cool to see how Batman and Superman work together in this game, because looking just in the overview, they seem pretty antagonistic because of their tug-of-war with the Fear and Hope. But there are cards that work well together. Like the ones that I have, luckily. I didn't get them together, but I have some decent attack. Alright, turn 7, what you got for me? A second Shimmer in a row. Cool. So, she's going to inspire Fear again. So now we're at 3 Fear, or Fear 3. Wonder Woman does look fun. I could have used her for all these Master Strikes that were played. Yeah, it does feel right for one of their team-ups. I don't have a covert hero to reveal, so I had to inspire that Fear. And she's at 6, and there are other ones at 6 too. So 6 and 6. Does she have, like, melting or light abilities? I don't have time to look her up on the wiki, so someone's going to have to tell me. Alright, what can I do? Let me begin with the sidekick so I can draw something. Maybe I'll get some synergy. 1 attack, and I draw into a Checkmate Knight. It happens. Superman here is not going to ramp up. I don't have any other cards that I play this turn that cost 5 or more. For those who don't know, this is kind of fun. In the Marvel games, Thor has a mechanic called Worthy, which checks for cards that cost 5 or more. It's present in a few different sets, effectively. And so Superman is basically Worthy, and that makes a lot of sense to me. Yeah, which Robin is on the sidekicks? You got to tell me. All right, I'll play a Checkmate Knight and another Checkmate Knight, so I got 2 more attack. I'm at 6, that's pretty good. And 3 recruit. So, options. I have plenty of 6 attack enemies here. So let's go through them one at a time. Osiris is going to give me a KO. Reveal the top card of the villain deck. If it's a Master Strike, put Osiris on the top of the villain deck and play that Master Strike. I've played 4 strikes already, so the odds of the Master Strike being at the top are not very high, which means it's probably going to be a strike when I play it. Tattooed Man is only going to get stronger when another strike comes out. Right? He doesn't have any cool fight effects, though. And then Shimmer can get weaker if I increase the Hope. But she won't do anything because I don't have any covert heroes. I'd rather fight her when I have Batman out in my hand. So I think what I'm going to do here... I could also fight the Bestiamorphs for 3 and then unfreeze 3 of these heroes, but I don't think that's the most economical way for me to use things, especially since I have a 3 cost I can recruit. So I'm going to fight Osiris for 6, and we'll do what it says. KO one of your heroes. I think it's going to be another pawn. Usually I want to get rid of my attack cards, but I have plenty of recruit. Then let's see what the top card of the villain deck is. It is... Okay, it's not a Master Strike, it's a Scheme Twist. That's good. So he's just straight up defeated. Goodbye. But we know a twist is coming, which is not great because I couldn't clear the city any more than this. So I might have an escape. We'll see if I get lucky and pull a bystander. Back to what I was doing, I got 3 recruit. I can take a power battery. That's not the power battery. This is, which will inspire hope, which, if nothing else, will weaken Shimmer. So I'm going to go ahead and take another John Stewart power battery, even though I need more attack right now. Alright, and we got Batman's rare. So we got Superman and Batman's rare in the HQ right now. This is a cool one. 6+ attack, you may inspire fear, you may gain a sidekick. And attack, you get +1 attack for each fear. Well, I'm afraid of the twist that's about to happen. If fear gets inspired again... Oh, I got the Dark Knight, but not much else. If fear gets inspired again, I gotta discard a card. So, next card is that Scheme Twister revealed. So let's go. Okay, choose one, then play 2 cards from the Mankind Liberation front deck. So I guess I was right to choose one first, because that's the way it's written. I just have to not forget to do the second part. Let's choose one. I don't want to inspire fear. Although, if I inspire fear, I'll have to discard a card, but then I'll get 2 attack, because it'll go back down to 2. Is that worth? Is it worth getting 2 attack and discarding a card, or 0 recruit and not discarding a card? No, this Batman is not the promo. I do not have the promo card. This is the regular Batman rare. You can tell because it doesn't say LPC. I think it's 2 down here at the bottom. Yeah, I currently don't have any DC promos. Discard a recruit for an attack can be good a lot of the time. That's where I'm leaning towards, personally. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to ditch one of my pawns for more attack. So let's inspire fear. I would inspire hope. You can still play Batman and get the bonus attack. Either way, it's going to go to 2. But I want the extra attack, and I can still get the attack from Batman. So we're going to inspire fear, which means I push down further and it loops back around, so it goes up to 2, and I discard a card. I'm just going to discard this pawn to do that, and I'll adjust these folks over here, these 2 shimmers. And now I got to play 2 cards from the Mankind Liberation front deck. Oh, I get +1 attack for each fear, so I got the 2 attack. Okay, now I got to play 2 cards on that deck. I'm hoping I pull a bystander, please. That's not a bystander, that's Mongol, which is not great. So here's what Mongol does. Mongol gets +1 attack for each bystander he has. Ambush. Mongol captures a bystander from the bystander deck, okay, and a random bystander from each player's victory pile. I don't have one, so any player who didn't have a bystander gains a wound instead. So I'm going to go ahead and gain a standard wound. It's basically a dead card you can get rid of if you don't do much else on your turn. Now I got to play another card from that Mankind Liberation front deck, and it is not a bystander, so we're going to have our first escape. Unfortunately, it was an easy target. So, the Bestiamorphs on the bridge escape. When you have something push into the city and there's something in the bridge, this is how you handle an escape. The very first thing you do is you deal with the escape. So, whenever a villain escapes from the city, you have to KO a hero that costs 6 or less from the HQ. Now, I believe I can choose one of these face-down cards to do that with. The downside is one of those is Superman's rare. So, I really like Batarang. The only one I have available that I know about is Batarang, which I would love to take. Do I risk getting rid of Superman's rare that I might get? I do have a lot of recruit. I think I'm going to have to keep it. It's the bigger risk, but I'm going to go ahead and get rid of Batarang, unfortunately. Won't get to use this card. It'll be another one of those. Which means we got driven by willpower, Green Lantern. Back to the city, that's all I got to take care of right now. There's no escape effect on them. So the Bestiamorphs escape, and that's going to be 1 out of 3 escapes. It's not very forgiving. Only have to get 3 escapes allowed in this setup. So Tattooed Man is still at 6. Everybody move over carefully. And then Blank comes in, which I do have a question about. So, Ambush. The first non-gray hero you played this turn counts as having a blank rules text box. So I'm pretty sure that means that when I play the Dark Knight, I basically play it as if it has no rules text at all. So I just get 2 attack from this and nothing else. Correct me if I'm wrong on that. Which is a bummer. I could have gotten extra attack this way. His escape, it still makes his basic printed attack and recruit and attack. And escape is the same effect. So Batman is blank. Yep, 2 attack and nothing else. So that's what I do. He trips, I don't know, cascading down a building. I do have 4 attack already thanks to my choice to inspire fear. My 2 checkmate knights give me 6. So at least I can fight something. What is my best move here? Yeah. The wording was a little strange to me, but I don't know how else to interpret it. So again, I can fight Tattooed Man. No benefit from that. I can fight a weakened Shimmer. A weakened. I don't have any covert heroes. I would love to use that effect. I got Mongol here, who's actually at 6 attack himself, which let me rescue a standard bystander. Really expensive city. I think I'm going to go ahead and fight Mongol because he's got that bystander for 6. So let's do that. Take him out for 6 attack. Nothing weaker from the Superman Revenge Squad, and then I rescue this standard bystander for myself. And that's it. I got 2 recruit. Again, I guess I'll get a sidekick. Oh, I do have Green Lantern. Driven my willpower. 1 attack. If hope is 2 or more, you get +2 attack. Now I gotta make a decision here. I've been stuck in fear for a while. I don't really have any cards that inspire hope or fear. I have Batman who inspires fear, but it's behind a trigger. I still should probably take this, so I'm gonna go ahead and do so for 2. But I can see how that might not be a good idea depending on if I'm building for hope or fear. It's a fun thing to have to think about. Just this overarching mechanic. Oh, look at that. I get to draw a lot of cards this hand. That's true. Power Battery does inspire hope. It's hard to gauge which direction my deck is going. I have one in hand right now. Especially if I get Superman's rare somehow. Could be a pipe dream at this point. Alright, I'm just trying not to lose. Turn 9. Another Bestiamorphs. Okay, great. That's a bit of a breather. So let me look at From the Shadows Batman. We got Lunge, draw 2 cards, or Lurk. When you draw a new hand this turn, draw 2 extra cards. I think I have to act now because the city's pretty full and I have nothing but recruit cards, so I gotta fight something, I think. So I'm just gonna play both lunges. Usually I prefer to Lurk, draw later, but when the city looks like this, I gotta do something. So let's draw 2 cards with this first one. Got 2 knights. And then second, I'll play the other one to hopefully get some more attack than that. 1 and 2. Not quite. I can inspire hope, but I can't get it up to 2 or more. I will do this though. I'm going to play Power Battery. I got some attack, and I do have a henchman in the city. I have some of the things I can fight. 2 recruit, you may inspire hope. Let's go ahead and do that. I'll put fear up to 1. I can spend 3 attack to increase hope to 0, but that won't help with driven by willpower, so I'll just play this right now. 1 attack, hope is not 2 or more, so I just get the 1 attack. Speaking of attack, I get 2 more attack from my Checkmate Knights, and then all my recruit is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 recruit. And a big pile over here. So not ideal, especially since I can't quite get Well, actually, guess what? There's some good news here, folks. I don't have a discard pile. You know what that means? When I fight the Bestiamorphs, once again, KO a 0-cost card from your discard pile. If you can't, you get +1 recruit, which I will do. And guess what I can do with that recruit. I have 8 recruit now, and I can get myself my first rare of DC Legendary. I am Vengeance Batman. 6+ attack, you may inspire fear, you may gain a sidekick, and tech, you get +1 attack for each fear. I hope I get to use this before I run out of time with the city. But nice to get a rare, especially in this scheme. Alright, and there's Clark Kent showing up late with coffee, who might transform. I don't get to shuffle for a bit my new deck, so Batman's gonna have to wait. And there's the wound. I got another Heat Vision in hand without any other cards that cost 5. Oh, by the way, Shimmer's changed attack. Like I said, it's gonna be a lot to keep changing. So, yeah, they're at 4 right now. Next card from the villain deck is Dr. Light. Dr. Light gets +1 attack for each fear. Ambush. Reveal a ranged hero or inspire fear. I will reveal Heat Vision, who gets blast him with that kind of light. And I do not inspire fear. Fight. Count your ranged heroes. KO that many of your heroes. Would be a good time to fight him this turn. All right. Let's get completely out of fear, shall we? I'll play Power Battery again. I see how this is a pretty good card. You may inspire hope. Basically a 3 attack value if you think about it. So I'll inspire hope, and we are up to 0 neutral, which means that these shimmers completely lose their counters. And Dr. Light would have had one counter, but now he doesn't have any. Let's play Heat Vision, which is just 3 attack, but that's enough to hit a Shimmer now. And we have another attack I can use to unfreeze somebody. So let's do what I said. I have 4 attack, though, so I could hit blank with my 4, because they might stay at 3 later, so maybe that's what I'll do. I'm going to fight blank instead. I want to fight Shimmer when I have those covert Batman heroes out. A dangerous thing here is I'm completely ignoring Captain Cold because I can't even hit him yet. And I'm worried about the city pressure with the scheme, but hopefully it won't be too much longer until I can. I got 2 more recruit on top of that. The downside of doing what I just did is that I can't unfreeze any heroes because I spent all my attacks. So I could have fought Shimmer and had 1 more attack left over, but I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to recruit Clark Kent for 3. And might lean into the hope thing, even though I do have Batman's rare. There's a second Clark Kent. Real quick on the wounds, for those who don't know, let me read the healing effect. If you don't recruit or fight anything on your turn, you may KO all the wounds from your hand. Obviously, I fought and recruited. If you fight crime to move the hope and fear track one direction or the other, that counts as a fight, so that won't work either. Yes, I remember Dr. Light from the Teen Titans show. Myself. I don't think I watched all of it. I think I just, at the time, I was watching it when it was on TV, so I don't think I've watched it all the way through. Exactly. Fighting crime is fighting right in the name. Which is great. I love that that was clarified in the rules. Right. Seeing some conflict with Batman here. And all the hope we're getting. On to turn 11. We've got, okay, it's a strike, not a twist again. Happier to see a strike, not a twist. That's his last one, and I only have 2 unfrozen heroes. So Clark Kent and Power Battery get frozen. Randomly mixed up. And no more strikes left. But that's going to power up Tattooed Man, unfortunately. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Tattooed Man's at 7. There's a keyword in the Spider-Man Homecoming set, that's Striker, which is +1 attack for each Master Strike blade, which is basically, or face up anywhere. That's basically what he does. Wow, okay. Well, I have 2 tech cards. Let's see how this combo works. First, Power Battery, 2 recruit. You may inspire hope. I think I am going to go towards hope some more just because of these enemies that I've got. No problem, thanks for coming by. You may inspire hope. I'm gonna do it. I'll go up one more hope. To hope 1. Now I'll play the Dark Knight, who's getting a little bit upset at all this hope. 2 attack. If fear is 2 or more, get +1 attack. Doesn't happen. Tech. You may KO a card from hand or discard pile if you do inspire fear. I'd rather not inspire fear, but I'd much rather have the KO. So I'm gonna KO another pawn. I got a lot of power batteries, and I have to inspire fear here, so I go back down to 0. And I've got 2 more attack and 1 more recruit. So this turn, I'm going to fight one of these Shimmers. Again, I won't get the effect because I don't have any covert heroes, but there's still no additional attack. The fight effect is count your covert heroes, reveal that many cards from your deck, draw 1 of them, and put the rest back in any order. So technically, I count 0 heroes, and so I reveal 0 cards, and I don't do anything at all with those. So that's going to cost me 3 attack. And that was a fearsome 5. One thing I do that I recommend doing if you can is I sort my victory pile by card group, so it's easier to clean up at the end. There are some mechanics in the game that need you to care about the order of your victory pile. Rise of the Living Dead, for example. I think is that the only one? Otherwise, I recommend doing it. Helps you sort as you're going. Okay, what's left? I got 3 recruit and I have 1 attack to unfreeze with. Let's go with Under the Bank. We've got another power battery. And sure, I'll take another power battery. If I can see the good thing is, at some point, every other one of these will draw a card if I go past 3 hope. And another Clark Kent has appeared. Alright, well I get Batman's rare in this hand. I might. I did. With a lot of other not great cards except for From the Shadows. So maybe I can draw into some more. Turn 12 is another scheme twist. I'm worried about this. I got 2 spaces in the city, though. Okay. This is a tough choice. Do I want to inspire hope or fear? I do have Batman here. I can get the fear up to 2 this turn and then ramp up on the tech if I draw a tech with here. So I think, although it's going to power up Shimmer if I do that, but that's okay. I'll fight other things. Although I do have that covert for her. I'm going to go for fear. I'm going to go for revenge. So that is going to inspire fear. Give me +1 attack for the 1 fear I've increased it to. I feel better about that since Captain Cold doesn't care about the fear. If I was fighting Joker, it might be a different scenario. And now I got to play 2 cards from that deck. And then tuck a hero that costs 6 or less. So over to the villain deck. First card is a Bystander. Great. That goes to Dr. Light. Nice break. Second card is... Also, before I reveal that second card, no one's going to tell me that I used an uppercase I for villains instead of a lowercase I under Villain's Escape. And there's 3 L's. Makes me think nobody reads that part. That might be the case. Okay. Second card is Cinder. Ambush. Count the number of Master Strikes that are face-up anywhere. Uh-oh. Each player discards a card that costs more than that or gains a wound. I don't want to discard, even though I can. I have 5 Master Strikes. So I'm going to choose to gain the wound because his hand's going to be good. So I will gain the wound. And she'll enter the city. Alright, and that's it. I have to tuck a hero that costs 6 or less. So I'm going to tuck Clark Kent. It's the only one I know about. And it's going to be Bruce Wayne replacing Clark Kent. So we're going to begin with From the Shadows. I would love to draw a tech to ramp up off the fear. So I'm going to pick Lunge once again. He's doing a lot of lunging. Let me hope I get a tech in hand. Draw 2 cards. 1 and 2. I didn't, but I did get a chain. By the way, I should be increasing Shimmer's attack because the fear. Also, Dr. Light is ramping up too. I should not forget that. So 7. Are there any heroes in the set who feed on wounds? I don't think so. Does Martian Manhunter heal wounds? I can't recall. But I don't think any are explicitly like Hulk. We're going to have to wait for some other sets for some more brawler characters, I think. Superman has a wound cancel, but it's not the same. Let's play another From the Shadows. We're going to choose Lunge again to draw 2 cards. Checkmate Knight and Heat Vision. Okay, that'll work. Heat Vision is actually really good here. I'll play I Am Vengeance. Batman's rare. Let's do as much as I can. 6 attack. That's pretty good. You may inspire fear. I'm not going to inspire fear because I can't ramp up on it this turn. I don't have a tech. So I will gain a sidekick, though. Here we go. And then I can't activate the power. I didn't play a tech this turn. However, here's the Superman combo working with Batman. 3 attack, +1 attack for each other card. You play this from the cost of 5 or more. I have played 3 Batman cards that each cost 5 or more. That's 3 more attack for me. And then once I play this Checkmate Knight, I am at a total of 14 attack. So I could fight the Mastermind for its full 11 if I wanted to. But I could also... I could spend 3 attack to inspire hope, weaken these enemies. Or I could not do that, and I could go... I could fight a 7... I could Tattoo Dance, not going to weaken. And then I can fight Shimmer, and I can draw some cards with the coverts I've got. So I think instead of hitting the Mastermind, since he can't do any more strikes, I think I'm going to focus on unfreezing those and go from there. Let's start with Shimmer, who's at 4 attack right now. Fight. Count your covert heroes, reveal that many cards from your deck, draw 1 of them, and put the rest back in any order. Actually, should I... No, I have to play I Am Vengeance to be able to hit if I want to play Heat Vision. So I'll keep everything played. Let's do that. Let's subtract 4 attack. I have 2 covert heroes, 2 Batman from the Shadows. Reveal 2 cards from my deck. Draw 1, put the rest back in any order. I can inspire... Oh, Inspire Hope is good because I can weaken those other ones. Except not her. I will draw Power Battery. And I'll put Driven by Willpower back on top. Okay, I'm happy with that. And then she's gone for 4. She is Fearsome 5. Alright, I have 10 attack left. And now I'll play Power Battery real quick to inspire hope. So we are at 0 once again, which means no bonus for Dr. Light. And I'm still short 1 attack to hit 2 more things. So I think I hit 1 thing, and I unfreeze a bunch because I have a lot of recruit this turn. I'm going to play with the rest of it. I got 1, 2 attack from Oracle, recruit from Oracle, and then 1 and 2 and 3 recruit. So far I'm having a blast with this set. I really like the Hope and Fear track. Gives you a lot to think about. Yeah, 7 recruit is a lot. I'm going to want to unfreeze some stuff. Let me actually start by unfreezing, because I can still only fight 1 thing. Dr. Light, if I fight him, will give me 1 KO for the 1 ranged I got. I could use that. So maybe I'll fight Dr. Light this turn, which means we'll have 4 attack left over for unfreezing, which means I can unfreeze the entire HQ. Let's start by unfreezing the whole HQ, or at least start part of it. We'll go from the left to the right of the bridge. There's Superman's rare. What a cool rare this is. 6 attack plus. You get +1 attack for each Hope. Justice League, +1 attack for each other Justice League card you play this turn. Oh, with the Batman and Lantern, this is going to be an even better card in this game. Most of the heroes in this core set are Justice League, so I shouldn't be surprised. Range, rescue a bystander, and double strength. You may gain a hero from the HQ. I do have a lot of recruit. Maybe I can swing my way to getting this much. Okay, let's keep going. I'll unfreeze Under the Streets as well. Between the Hope Fear track and the choice cards being very frequent, this set is very cognitively engaging. Yes, I noticed that. A lot of things to consider right off the bat. More so than the Marvel Core set, which is not a knock against that set. It's just different. Okay, let's keep going with what I said I was going to do. Let's unfreeze it all. Under the Rooftops, 1 more attack. That's going to be Heat Vision. And then under the sewers, we're going to get another Heat Vision. All right, there we go. So now Captain Cold loses his buff because he's only at 8 now. No more frozen heroes. Let's go over to Dr. Light, and we'll fight Dr. Light for 1 attack. For 6 attack. I wish it was 1. Count your range heroes. I have the 1 Superman still here. KO that many of your heroes. Let's get rid of another. Maybe, do I have a Knight? Maybe I'll get rid of a Knight this time because I do want to recruit that Superman card. So we'll get rid of the Knight. And we get rid of Dr. Light as well, which is going to leave a bystander I rescue. Okay, drop it in my holders there. And that's it. So I got 7 recruit. I can take only 1. I can take both Clark Kent and Bruce Wayne, or I can take Heat Vision. Because I have so many expensive cards, I think 1 Heat Vision and a Sidekick is my best move here. I'm going to go ahead and take a Heat Vision for 5. And let's see what else comes up. Okay, another From the Shadows. Yep, we're going to get a Daring Sidekick for this. Final 2. And that was totally worth it. That was fun. My deck is now loaded up with a bunch of good cards. We'll see if they all show up together. That's 4. And a full shuffle. You know, I would really like to try playing DC and World War Hulk together. That's a lot of transforming. I want to see how Sentry and Superman play together. Okay. By the way, in case you all missed it, I'm going to be playing some Marvel and DC mixed together on Thursday. So stay... I was going to stick around for that, but don't wait 3 days. Come back. Let's stick around. All right, turn 13. Running out of cards in the villain deck. It's worrying me a little bit. And there's another twist. Here we go. Can I get Superman if I inspire Hope? That'll give me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I do have a couple Hope cards in here, so I do want to inspire Hope anyway. So I'm going to choose Justice this time. I'll inspire Hope up to 1, and then I get +1 recruit. And now I got to play 2 cards from the Mankind Liberation front deck. The first card is another Cinder. The second card is Tattooed Man. So I got to do Cinder's Ambush first. Count the number of Master Strikes that are face up anywhere. Each player discards a card that costs more than that or gains a wound. Ooh, yeah, there's 5 now. I can't actually do it this turn, so I have to gain a wound. Another standard wound. Getting a lot of wounds, which is not great. So wound time for me. And the second card that comes in is another beefed up Tattooed Man, who's going to be at 7 as well. Really relentless here with the city, and I'm glad this scheme lets me actually experience a lot of the villain groups together. Okay. I can't transform Clark Kent this turn. I do have Driven by Willpower, so what's interesting about this card, I don't have any other attack. If I had played something else before this, I could have chosen to spend 3 attack to Inspire Hope and then played this, then it would be 2 or more, but I can't do that. This is actually not a very good hand. I overestimated this because I can't do anything. So I gotta play Lantern for 1 attack. Oh, I didn't get my 2. I did get my 1 recruit from Inspiring Hope. 2 recruit from Clark Kent, who can't do anything else. 2 more recruit from Oracle. And then, oh yeah, so the only thing I'm going to get from Tattooed Man is a reveal, because Tattooed Man, there's no more Master Strikes, but at least I get to see what's next. And it's Gizmo coming up next. Hawkgirl, Bishop, and Phoenix. That's a lot of KOing. 1 Checkmate Knight is 1 attack. And that's that. So that's some wasted attack. I can't do anything there. What's my best pickup here? I think it's going to be another Heat Vision. Heat Vision's such a good card. I have a lot of expensive cards, and I need to hit hard. So I'm going to take this Heat Vision. Other alternative was to heal the wound, which I don't think I want to do. Then we got Form Energy Construct, another choose 1 sort of card. All right. At least I know a twist isn't coming next. This is not much better of a hand. Those Bestiamorphs, not being able to KO with them has really hurt me. I have a lot of cards here that I wasn't able to KO. So Gizmo's going to come in here for the next reveal. +1 attack for each fear. Ambush, reveal a tech hero, or inspire fear. I will reveal Power Battery, so I don't inspire fear. He's got fight. You get +1 recruit for each tech hero you have. Okay. Let's keep Inspiring Hope, because I can get closer to drawing a card with him. 2 recruit, Inspire Hope again. I'm at Hope 2. And Heat Vision only gives me a 3 attack, no ramp this turn. I really got to have some big turns coming up, because otherwise I'm going to be in trouble. Alright, I am at 4 attack. The only thing I can fight is Gizmo. And I will get 1 more recruit from doing that, which I don't really need. So I'll fight Gizmo for 2, and I'll get +1 attack recruit for each tech hero I have. I have 1 tech hero. So Fearsome 5. If I had 1 more, I could Inspire Hope. I could fight Crime. But I don't have enough. So I have 5 recruit. Actually, I have 1 more recruit. I get a 6 for the tech hero I've got. It's not going to go anywhere. Let me look at Green Lantern's card I haven't seen yet. 2 attack, choose 1 platoon to get +1 attack per hope. Or a Surgery Ward, KO a wound from your hand or from any player's discard pile. I could use that. There's some wound KOing. I like Batman's from the Shadows, but I got like 3 wounds now. So I'm going to go ahead and take Form Energy Construct for 5+. I'm leaning into Hope at this point. I hope I can win the game. I fear that I might not. And now it all makes sense. It costs 3 to fight Crime. In either direction. Okay, pretty good hand, I think. I got some card draw. I got a Heat Vision ramp. We'll see where that goes. Turn 15. That's what I was worried about. Could have another escape this turn. Alright, I have enough attack. I'm going to Inspire Hope again, because I might get more cards that will Inspire Hope. And I can draw more cards. So, let me Inspire Hope. It's weird because I'm in the late game where I want more attack, but I also don't want to Inspire Fear. It won't give me any attack right now. So I'm going to choose to Inspire Hope. Hope's up to 3. And now I get 3 recruit, which can be good. I'm going to now play 2 cards from the Mankind Liberation Front deck. Let's see. First one is Cyborg Superman into the sewers. Ambush. Each player discards a strength or ranged hero. That's a bummer. I have to discard Heat Vision, which is, you know, Superman's hero classes. I don't have a choice. So buy Heat Vision. That was my big attack card. Fight. You may have the player of your choice gain a strength or ranged hero that costs 6 or less from the HQ. And escape, repeat the ambush effect. That hurt. Okay, I gotta play 1 more card now. And it's not a bystander. So we have our 2nd out of 3 escapes. Things are getting really dangerous here. So, Tattooed Man's going to escape. I got a KO here with a cost 6 less than the HQ. And, oof, this is rough. I think I gotta get rid of Bruce Wayne as much as I hate to do so. I'm going all hope now. Really didn't get to see how Batman works that much in this game. So Tattooed Man is going to escape as my second escape out of 3. One more escape and I lose the game. And I just lost my heavy hitter card too, so that's not good. Over to the sewers. We did Osiris already, so it's a KO effect. All right, now I gotta tuck another hero. Let's tuck one of these Clark Kent, and we gotta driven by willpower. Okay, I could be in big trouble. We'll see. I have to clear the city because there's 3 more twists that can easily cause an escape. I do have bystanders in this side deck, so maybe I'll get lucky. Let's start with a daring sidekick. 1 attack, draw a card, another sidekick chain. Cool. We'll play the second daring sidekick. 1 more attack, and we'll draw power battery. Okay, this is good. So if I play power battery, I inspire hope. Hope will go down to 2, but I get to draw a card. Let me actually go a different direction first. I'm going to play From the Shadows to draw 2 cards right now. There's been so much pressure from the city, I haven't been able to lurk yet. Let me draw 2 cards. 1, alright, and 2. Got Batman's rare. So, what do I want to do here? So, I am Vengeance. Ramps up off the fear. I'm in full hope, though. If I play Power Battery, the hope will go down, actually. I could try to inspire down to fear, but I'm not going to get there. So let me, I don't have any hope ramp, so I might as well just do Power Battery first. 2 recruit, I may inspire hope. That's what I'm going to do. The only reason I wouldn't do that is if I had something that ramped up on hope, but I just determined I don't, so I am going to do this. So I'm going to inspire hope again, which actually reduces down to 2, lets me draw a card. It circles back around. I got From the Shadows as well. All right. Let's see if I can get fear all the way down. Oh, I'm going to reshuffle my deck in a second. So should I recruit first? Let me play my... no, I have some KO ability. If I draw 2 cards, none of these cards end up in the reshuffle. So I gotta really make sure I want to do this. I could recruit another From the Shadows before I reshuffle. Or I could hope I might get 10 recruit after I do all this. I have plenty of good stuff in my discard pile already, even though there's a lot of grays. I don't think I have to recruit first. So let me go ahead and play From the Shadows to draw 2 cards. Desperate Times, Desperate Measures. So, bottom card of my deck. Only card left on my deck, and I have to reshuffle now. And we'll see what I end up getting. Heat Vision would have been real nice this turn. Maybe I'll get it again with this draw. It is Heat Vision! Yes! I was hoping for Heat Vision. So I'm going to hold off on this until I play all my other cards. Actually, do I have it? Yes, I have the Dark Knight and the rare. That's going to be great. Do I inspire hope now? Thank you. So what I could do is... Dark Knight cares if fear is 2 or more, and it's going to take me 1, 2, 3, 4 to get all the way down there. I Am Vengeance ramps up on the fear. I don't think I'm going to get there. So what I'm going to do is just... I already played attack. I'll play the Dark Knight now. 2 attack. If fear is 2 or more, get +1 attack. It's not. I get the power. You may KO a card from your hand or discard pile. If you do inspire fear, I can KO 1. What's my recruit going to be? 6, 7, 8. Is there anything that can give me a recruit this turn? No. So I can't get Superman's rare no matter what. In that case, I could KO the wound as well. I was hoping I would get them all at once and I could rest 1 turn, but given the way the city looks, I probably can't afford to do that. So yeah, let me get rid of the wound. Because you can't do the same with starters, so sometimes I like to do that. And I do have to inspire fear, so I go down to 1 hope. Hope 1. Let's play I Am Vengeance now. 6 recruit. 6 attack, sorry. You may inspire fear. Do I want to inspire fear? I don't. I won't inspire fear. I will gain a sidekick. Because I won't get any fear ramp anyway. And +1 attack for each fear. I don't have any fear. But I'm at 6 attack is plenty. I'll play Power Battery now to recruit, and I'll Inspire Hope back up to 2. And now I get to play Heat Vision, which I was hoping to get 3 attack. +1 attack for each other card I play this turn that cost 5 or more. So from the shadows, Dark Knight, I Am Vengeance. That's 4 more attack. Plus the Checkmate Knight puts me up at 18 attack and 1 recruit. That's great. At least for now, it feels like you have to pick going for Hope or Fear. Bouncing back and forth seems too slow. I think so too. Batman has plenty of attack without ramping up on Fear. And Superman... well, the card draw, getting it all the way back up there with Lantern, I think is where I'm going to go. Alright, with 18 attack, I can hit the Mastermind at least once, depending on what the tactics are. I think I'm going to hit him, although I'm really worried about losing to the scheme, so maybe I should focus on clearing the city first. Any cool fight effects in the city? Okay, I can gain a hero for free. Well, there's 2 or 3 costs, though, if I fight Cyborg Superman. I know Osiris will fail to go back into the deck, so I can fight for 6, no problem. The 2 Cinders will cost me 10. Yeah. I can go Cinder, and Cyborg Superman. It's probably the most economical way I can do this. So I think I'm going to do that. So before I do that, I'm going to recruit. I wish something would give me more recruit, because then I could get Rare Superman. But I can't. So I'm going to recruit first. That way I might reveal a better strength or ranged hero I can get for free with Cyborg Superman. So, since Hope is doing really well for me right now, I'm going to pick up a Driven by Willpower for 2. Yeah, I definitely have to address the city. You're all right. Power Battery. I bet I could expose a more helpful card. Let's also take a From the Shadows for 5. And... alright. Nothing better. So let's go with the city now. No fight effect on Cinder on either one. So it's just going to be 5 attack. And the Titans for higher pile. Hi, Dana. Alright, same thing here. 5 attack. And that leaves me with 8. So I could hold off on Cyborg Superman if I want to use it to get a free Heat Vision or something. Which honestly isn't the worst idea. I could just take out Tattooed Man for 7 right now, and it'll just not be annoying. It won't give me anything special. I've cleared 3 spaces. I think I'm okay to do that. So let me go ahead and take out Tattooed Man instead for 7 of my 8. Even though I could have hit for 8. Alright, cleared 3 city spaces. Fingers crossed, hopefully I didn't mess myself up by not fighting Cyborg Soups. A lot of my good cards in my discard pile now because I decided to shuffle mid-turn, so might be rough goings for a little bit, as you can see. Hopefully I didn't mess myself up doing that. Turn 16, Gizmo again. Very few cards left in the villain deck. +1 attack for each fear, ambush, reveal a tech hero, or inspire fear. I don't have a tech hero, so we do inspire fear. Fight, you get +1 recruit for each tech hero you have. Game's going long. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 recruit. That's all I'm going to get this turn. 2, 4, 6. I could rest my wound away, but I think it's still better to recruit. What's going to be my best move here? I'm going to take a Clark Kent. Hopefully I can use them to transform more and really help me out. So I'll take a Clark Kent for 3. And I will take a Driven by Willpower. Oh, hold on. If I take Bruce Wayne, his card's not helping me that much, but it is a 5 cost for the Heat Vision. Nope, I'll still take Driven by Willpower. It's pretty reliable that I'll have a decent hope level this turn. There's Man of Steel, which I haven't seen yet. For attack, once per turn, if a player would gain a wound, you may reveal this card to prevent that wound and rescue a bystander instead. So, I got 1 attack left that won't do anything, but that's it. I hope you get to pick it up soon. I was lucky enough to find it in the wild yesterday, otherwise I wouldn't have had it. Okay, okay, that's something. Really running out of turns, though. Turn 17, another twist. This is getting rough. I need to inspire Hope to ramp up Green Lantern. So we're going to pick Justice again, which inspires Hope, and then I get 2 Recruit. And now I got to play 2 cards from that side deck. Another blank. Oof. So blank is going to nerf the first non-gray hero I play this turn. Make it have no rules text. Second card I play is Metallo, and now the city's full once again. Boy, I can't keep the city clear if I tried. Ambush. Each player that has a strength or range hero gains a wound. At least I have Energy Construct, but I do have to gain a wound. A lot of pressure from this scheme, I tell you. This is a lot. Okay, that is it for that part of the twist. Now I gotta tuck a hero that costs 6 or less to the bottom. I'll tuck Bruce Wayne again. Hopefully I can use Batman again with a more suiting set. Alright, now I can fight Cyborg Superman and gain Heat Vision for free. Yes, basically. Okay, well, then, let's go with Form Energy Construct. To attack, choose 1. Do I want to KO a wound, or do I want to get +1 attack per Hope? I think +1 attack for Hope, looking at the city. I'll get 2 more attack if I do that. So 2 more attack there. I'll play Driven by Willpower. 1 attack. If Hope is 2 or more, you get +2 attack. Hope is 2 or more, so I get 2 more attack. And then Heat Vision is going to give me 3 attack, +1 for the 1/5 cost Green Lantern I played. And then a checkmate, Knight. Sometimes Twist can give you a break. What happened in this game is I played all the strikes early that would have given me a city break, and I lost that break. Yes, DC should be available in Europe. I know they're having issues with releasing Marvel 2nd Edition overseas, but not DC. Oh, I forgot. Yeah, I totally forgot Blank's Ambush. So that changes things. Whatever card I decide to play first won't do anything. So I can make it easy and just get -2 attack, -2 attack, or -1 attack. So I'll choose to play Heat Vision first. That would only give me -1. So I will subtract 1 attack. So if I play Heat Vision and then both Green Lanterns, I'll be at 11. Thank you for that reminder. Yep, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. There we are. And 2 Recruit. Hold on. Why am I at 6 Recruit? I gave myself 2 extra Recruit. I should have 2 from the Twist plus 2 from these. I forgot I didn't play those. Okay, now with my 11, I gotta clear the city again. Otherwise, I'm just gonna lose early. With 11 attack, I can go. We're not in fear. If I fight Cyborg Superman, I can gain Heat Vision for free. But then I only clear 2 things. I can go 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I need a 5 cost. I can only clear 2 things anyway with 11 attack, so I might as well hit Cyborg Superman. Let's go ahead and do that. You may have the player of your choice gain a strength or range hero that costs 6 or less from the HQ. I will go ahead and gain Heat Vision for free, essentially. There's another Bruce Wayne. And we'll take out Cyborg Superman from the Superman Revenge. There's a lot of VP for me, though. And then with my 3 attack left, I will go ahead and take out Gizmo. And I have no tech cards. Could use that to get a Superman rare, but not going to happen. So I just take him out for 2. Here's 5. And then with 4 Recruit, do I take a power battery or do I leave things as is? Every other one of these draws a card, so I think I still will take this. Otherwise, I probably wouldn't. Alright, another battering chance for me to get. We'll see if I can do that before the game is over. Okay, we got these 3 cards and a full shuffle. Heat Vision works really great with the Lunge and Lurk Shadows Batman card. Maybe I'll get that combo again, or maybe I'll just get a bunch of starters. Who knows? I've KO'd very few. Thing is, I gotta avoid escapes as much as I can. We're only in game 1. I've been playing for almost 2 hours with this first solo game. You don't need to recruit late game, but the drawn card every other time is very tempting. Yeah, if there was no draw included, I definitely wouldn't take it. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Exhibit A, I might be able to do it here. Alright, turn 18. Mammoth comes in. Bad news is well, actually I can fight more than I think. Mammoth gets +1 for each fear. That's 0. Ambush, reveal a strength hero or inspire fear. I don't have a strength hero, so fear is inspired. I'm down to 1 hope. Escape, each player reveals a strength hero or gains a wound. Boy, I gotta start hitting the Mastermind soon because, I mean, look. Let's start inspiring hope. I won't get above. This is a DC marathon. I've only played 1 game so far. Solo games don't usually take this long. Hey, 1 recruit. Not a bad thing. I'm having a lot of fun. I may inspire hope. Hope goes up to 2. Next, we've got a second power battery. 2 more recruit. I inspire hope up to 3. Now, because hope is 2 or more, I get 3 total attack. And heat vision only gives me 3 attack because I didn't have anything that costs 5 or more. Another pawn. Okay, 5 recruit, 6 attack. If I play a twist next turn, I could lose the game, so I must fight something in the city. Hi. Okay, the most expensive things are Osiris, who won't do anything except for reveal the top card of the villain deck. And then Metallo, who won't do anything at all. So I'll peek at the villain deck, sure. Let's fight Osiris for 6. Yep, this is top card of the villain deck. It is going to be Simon, who will ambush a villain instinct hero or inspire fear, but it's not a twist. Really running out of cards there, though. For 5 recruit, I think, do I want to take the Batarang? I have enough tech to make it work, and probably combo over and over. And I really wanted to try this one, so I will take the Batarang for 4. Sure. There's another Bruce Wayne. Okay, Hope is at 3. I can use that to combo into some card draws if I have cards that'll work with that. There's cool. Maybe I can draw into something that can transform Clark Kent. We'll see. But I'm really being hurt by a lot of this lack of KO. So on turn 19, Simon's going to come in. +1 attack for each fear. Ambush, reveal an instinct hero, which I don't think I have any instinct heroes in this entire thing. Oh, did I miss a KO effect on Osiris? Yes, I did. I missed the first part. Thank you. Like I said, I will be missing things, so that checkmate pawn can go away. I feel like I missed one of those KOs previously. Simon comes in. I have to inspire fear because I don't have an instinct hero, and I'm down to 2 hope. If he escapes, each player reveals an instinct hero or discards down to 4 cards. Well, so much for my 2 draws. I get 1 draw now. First power battery, 2 recruits. Actually, it would have been 1 draw anyway. We'll see if I get to draw into something good. Hope goes up. We'll play the second power battery, 2 more recruit. Hope goes up again, which means it circles back around to 2, and I draw a card. And it's from the shadows. All right. That's what I was hoping for. I got to do a lunge. I need stuff right now, so I'm going to draw 2 cards immediately. So, 1 and 2. Great pulls. And I'm not going to get into fear, so I might as well play I Am Vengeance right now. 6 attack. I won't inspire fear. I will gain a sidekick. And I won't get the fear ramp. I wasn't going to get it down there anyway, but at least even if there's not fear, he still gives you 6 attack, which is pretty generous for a lot of rares. Cool, so I get to do a lot of stuff here. So, Form Energy Construct. Yeah, I'll do this right now. 2 attack, and platoon, I get +1 attack per hope. That's 2 more attack. And now guess what? Clark Kent gets to transform 2 recruit. And you may transform this into Beacon of Hope. So, another card that's going to have a power that's going to automatically activate because I already played a strength. So, first transform for Superman, we get Beacon of Hope here. If Hope is 2 or more, you get +2 recruit, which I do get. And then 3 attack as well. Did I give myself 3 attack? I don't. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. No, I didn't. So 2 more attack, 3 more attack from the base. I gave myself the 2 recruit, and then strength. You may inspire hope, which activated off the card I played before I played his untransformed side, form energy construct. So I will inspire hope up to 3 once again. And then driven by willpower, because hope is 2 or more, gives me 3 more attack. And then 2 checkmate knights, 1 and 2. Alright, not quite enough recruit for Superman's epic rare. I don't think I have anything that gives me more recruit when I fight. But with 18 attack, I can go 4, 8, 14. I can almost clear the whole city. But I can fight Captain Cold once, and I'll have 10 left. And I can clear 2 things. So I think this is the time where I will fight Captain Cold. Let's see if he gives me any recruit. Let's go ahead and fight him for 8 and see what happens. Otherwise, I'm going to just lose the game by not fighting him. Alright, fight him for 8. There's no frozen heroes. Arctic Bomb Cyclone. Oh, I lose Superman. It's fine. Put all heroes in the HQ in the bottom of the hero deck in random order. Then refill the empty HQ spaces with face-down frozen heroes in the hero deck. Probably one of the worst ones I could have pulled first. But I was going to have to fight him at some point. So goodbye, Rare Soups and everybody else. Alright. And now he's back up to full power. That's annoying. We got 5 frozen heroes once again. And there he is again. He's at 11 attack once again, and I am running out of cards in the villain deck. I'm not feeling very good about this, but I do have enough attack to clear 2 things, like I said. No fight effects on any of them, so we'll just go ahead and we'll do the 6 and 4. Starting with Metallo. Fight it for 6. Actually, I could go 4, 8, and then unfreeze 2 things. Now I'll just go for the full fight. That's fine. I'm not recruiting. Well, I do have 8 recruit. So hold on. Let me back up. Probably should have recruited first if I was more familiar with Captain Cold Day. So I have 10 attack left. I can go 1, 2, 3. I can fight Blank and Mammoth, and then I'll have 2 unfreezings to do. So let me start with that. Let's fight Blank for 4. That'll at least get me safe from the next twist. And we'll go ahead and fight Mammoth as well for 4. Plus 1 attack for each fear. Doesn't affect me right now, because we're at full hope. That was Fearsome 5. And then finally, with my 2 left, we're going to go ahead and unfreeze 2 things. We'll go with the Streets. Streets is going to be Man of Steel, which I can recruit this turn. Great. And we'll spend our last attack to unfreeze whatever's under the bank. And it's a From the Shadows. Okay, check out Man of Steel once again. It can cancel wounds and rescue bystanders instead. Plus, it gives 4 attacks. So I'm going to pick this up for 6. And with 2 recruit left, let's see what this is. It's, oh, Lantern's rare, which I can't get. But I will get a Daring Sidekick. I'm doing the final blow, so I got to hit Captain Cold 4 more times. We'll see if that's even possible. It might be. I have some pretty good cards in my deck, but City Pressure is going to City Pressure. I got another Batman-Superman combo. Turn 20 is a Scheme Twist again. All right. We're going to Inspire Hope again, so I can get that card draw. So I'll pick Justice. I have to Inspire Hope first, and then I get +1 recruit for each Hope. So Inspiring Hope reduces it. Oop, I went all the way back around. I thought I couldn't do that. So I Inspire Hope again, goes down to 2, and I draw a card. And now I get +1 recruit for each Hope. So that's 2. And now I gotta play 2 cards from that side deck. We got Maxima in as the first card, who has no ambush. If you have a strength or range hero KO one of your heroes, it's her fight effect. Second card is Cheshire. And suddenly the city's full, almost full again. And if she escapes, she becomes a Master Strike, which I don't want to happen. Alright, now I gotta tuck a hero that costs 6 or less. I don't know what these are. I'm just gonna tuck this one. And which means that's a free unfreeze. And I get a Heat Vision. Alright, now that that's done, let's draw some cards. Let's draw some more cards. Beginning with the Daring Sidekick, 1 attack, draw a card, and it goes away. Got a starter. Let's draw some more from the shadows. We'll draw 2 cards right now. Give me some good stuff. Nope, and pretty good. But we're done drawing unless I want to Inspire Hope a couple of times, which I might. Driven by Willpower is 3 attack because Hope is at 2 or more. And I've got a Checkmate Knight. So at this point, I got 2 Heat Vision cards. If I play them both, I've played 1 Batman, 5 cost. The first one will give me a total of 4 attack. The second one will give me 5 because it'll count the last one. So that's 9 attack on the board, which will be 14 attack. Which will be enough to unfreeze and fight some villains. There is one more twist in there. But I could lose to the twist if I don't take care of the city. I do have to clear just 1 space to be totally safe, right? Because then, well, a villain could come in and cause a regular escape, which would be bad. I'm thinking, if I Inspire Hope once, I can't do it again without playing Heat Vision first to draw more cards. And I might not draw anything that'll help me. So I think I just go all out right now. I'll play Heat Vision, like I said, to get 3 attack plus 1 for the Batman card. Any cool fight effects here? Just a KO. And I'll play the other Heat Vision right now, instead of risking a draw that might not help me. 3 attack and then 2 more for the 2/5 cost that I've played. And by the way, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more recruit. Puts me at 7, almost enough to get Lantern's Oath, but not quite. And I must clear the city. Okay. So let's go ahead and go with Maxima. I do have a range hero, so I do get a KO if I fight her. So I will KO one of my heroes, and let's see what that's going to be. That's going to be a pawn. I need a miracle to save me here. Oh, actually. What was she, 4? She was 5. Yeah, I was thinking, is there a way I could fight something here, spend 2 to unfreeze, and then hit Captain Cold for 8, but I'll still be short 1 attack. Hey Travel, I like the way this fixes the play 2 cards twist effect from causing chain reactions by using a side deck, but still keeps the pressure on. Yes, that's a very good point I didn't think about. There's no extra twists in there to make things confusing. Love it. What to do? If I hit both 5 costs, then I can maybe focus my efforts to hitting the Mastermind, even if a twist comes up, because I know I can't lose that way. Or I can go 6... I can only hit 1 thing, so I'll hit 1 thing and then I'm going to do a couple unfreezing. So for that reason, let's fight the most expensive thing I can. We're going to go ahead and fight Metallo for 6. And I'm at 3 left. Let's do some unfreezing to weaken the Mastermind. Spend 1 to unfreeze under the rooftops and spend 1 to unfreeze under the sewers. And now Captain Cold is back to 8 attack and maybe I'll be able to do something. But I will get another Man of Steel for my 6 out of 7 recruit. I really could use a reshuffle soon. I have saturated my deck with a bunch of good stuff. It might be too late, but we'll see. Okay, I got a wound. But I do get to draw some cards. We'll see what that turns into. Alright, turn 21. Almost out of cards in the villain deck. Mammoth. +1 attack for each fear. Ambush. Reveal a strength hero or inspire fear. I got Clark Kent to help me not do that. There's 2 cards left in the villain deck. This is not a scheme that runs out that evil wins when the villain deck empties, so I do have that last turn to play. Let's begin by once again drawing 2 cards. It's gonna be a reshuffle. So 1, another wound. I got the rares in here. Or I think I just have 1 rare. Yeah, I just have the 1. We'll see if this gives me. Okay. I got to Inspire Hope. I didn't get a strength to trigger the transform, but I do have... I can Inspire Fear. So this is where the tug of war between Batman and Superman are a bit tricky. So 2 recruit, I will Inspire Hope up to 3 with Lantern there. The Dark Knight. 2 attack. Hope is at maximum, so I don't get anything. I can KO a card. I can KO a wound, but that'll cause me to inspire fear again, which I guess is fine right now. So it's worth KOing a wound, I think. Even though I probably, you know what? Actually, it's not worth that because I'm not going to have enough turns left to get back around to the rest of my deck. So there's no point. There really isn't a point if I want to keep hope high. So I'll just play it as is. And now I'll play Heat Vision, which is going to give me 3 attack, plus 1 more from the Shadows, plus 1 more for the Dark Knight. And that's almost enough to hit the Mastermind, but it's not quite. And then 2 more from Clark Kent. No transform for me. And then another pawn. Wow. That's not enough attack. I guess I'll fight one of these enemies. Or I could fight Crime for 3 and then hit Mammoth for 4. That would cause me to draw a card. So do I want to backtrack before I do that? I didn't draw anything. The last time I drew was from the Shadow, so I can go all the way back to... Yeah, we're going to backtrack a little because I have a card draw. So we'll backtrack to this point after I played Power Battery, which means I'm down to... Yeah, I have no reason not to fight Crime here, so let me back up. So I'm at 2 recruit only after playing Power Battery and Inspiring Hope. Now I gotta play enough attack to get to fight Crime, and then I can do that. Honestly, the best thing to do is still gonna have to be to play the Dark Knight first for 2 attack, and then Heat Vision for 3 attack, plus 2 more. Okay, now I can fight Crime. So it's the first time I'm doing that this game. Actually, no. Fight Crime can't loop around. I forgot that rule. So I couldn't even do that if I wanted to. Yeah, if you choose to fight Crime, you can't draw a card or discard a card. You stay at 3, I believe. Or is it you go down to 2 but just don't draw? It's one or the other. Either way, it won't give me a card draw. So back to what I was doing anyway. I forgot about that rule. If any playtesters are here, I wonder why that is the case. How come you can't circle around by fighting Crime? 1 more recruit. So back to what I was doing in the first place anyway. 5 recruit, 7 attack. Oh, that's right. That's the order of operations. A lot to learn here. All right. Let's backtrack again. I guess I didn't reveal anything, so I can go all the way back. Okay. Back to starters. Let's try that again. By the way, if you're playing in your own games, you can do what you want, but I'm totally fine with taking back as many actions as you want, as long as you haven't revealed any new information by doing that. Okay. So, yes, I have to play my attack first. So Dark Knight first, 2 attack. And then Heat Vision, which is going to give me 3 attack plus 2. Now I can fight Crime, and then I can play Power Battery. Excellent. Or sorry, yeah, I'm actually at, I'm at 2. So first I gotta fight Crime, spending 3 attack to increase the hope. There we go. And now I play Power Battery. Or 2 recruit, I may Inspire Hope, which is what I do, which is going to reduce it and cause me to card. Let me draw a card, which is going to be another Power Battery, which doesn't do what I wanted this turn. But I'll do it again. 2 recruit, I Inspire Hope back up. I can only fight Crime once per turn anyway, so. Now Clark Kent gives me 2 more recruits, and the pawn gives me 1. Did I calculate all that correctly? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep. So I end up with the same thing. Or just 2 more recruit and less attack. It's fine. It's all fine. Let's move on. I got more games to play. I'm going to go ahead and fight Mammoth for 4. Get him out of there. Here's 5. This is a bit rough. And then I can almost get Lantern's Oath, but I can't. I'm going to take another Heat Vision for 5. Although I'm probably not going to get back around to it, to be completely honest. Oh, another Battering. And a sidekick for 2. Okay. I have just a couple of turns left. This turn looks decent, though. I can easily hit Captain Cold twice in a turn if I have a big hand. Alright, turn 22. It's a bystander. Where were you earlier? Going to Cheshire. And this one last card must be a scheme twist. So, like I said, at least I don't lose the game when the villain deck runs out. And I can't have an escape anymore. Let's see the best I can do, alright? This should be a pretty good turn, though. From the shadows, let's once again draw 2 cards. 1 and 2. Alright, yeah, very good. A very good turn. We're going to go with Mana Steel. 4 attack. Once per turn, if a player would gain a wound, you may reveal this card to prevent that wound and rescue a bystander instead. We'll see if that happens. And yeah, this is going to be a really good turn. 2 attack. Choose 1 platoon, 1+1 hope. I don't need to KO any wounds, so let's just get +1 attack per hope. I get maximum. That's 3 attack. I'm already at 9. Check, I got 3 heat visions. +1 attack for each card. You play this turn that costs 5 or more. All 3 of these cards cost 5 or more, so I get 3 attack for the first one. The second heat vision gives me 3 base +4 attack. And the third heat vision gets even hotter. 3 attack +1, 2, 3, 4, 5 attack. A whopping 30 attack, 31 if I count the Checkmate Knight. Which is a lot of hits on Captain Cold if he doesn't freeze too many things. But let's see what happens. Let's go ahead and hit him for 8. Next tactic is Cold Gun. Fight. Freeze 3 face-up heroes in the HQ, then randomly mix up all frozen heroes. Heat is greater than cold. Yes. It's all moving molecules around. Alright. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to... yeah, good timing. Let's freeze the... Doesn't really matter what I free. I'm going to unfreeze them. Freeze these 3. Randomly mix them up. Because it's 3 attack. A 3 attack difference in fighting him is the same as 3 attack to unfreeze these, you know? So taking out the Cold Gun tactic, each player reveals a ranged hero or gains one I have to worry about. I'm going to choose not to reveal so I can gain the wound, so I can do Mana Steel to reveal it to prevent the wound and rescue a bystander instead. So I will do that, and I rescue whatever this is, a standard bystander. Okay. 23 attack I have to spend to unfreeze because now he's at 11, which is, again, the same difference. So let's go ahead and spend 1, 2, 3 to unfreeze, which reduces him down to 8. Let's hit him again. And it's Thaw from a block of ice. The player of your choice gains a face-up or face-down hero from the HQ. Refill that HQ space. I'll gain Lantern's Oath for fun. I won't get to use it, but I got another rare. That's cool. And he's still at 8 attack, which is great. There's a chance I could actually win this one. Alright, we'll hit him again for 8. Okay. All depends on the next hand. Frozen assets. Fight, you get +2 recruit. Freeze 2 face-up heroes in the HQ, then randomly mix up all frozen heroes. Freeze, and mix them up. That's great. So now, I can't fight him again, but what I can do is unfreeze those heroes to set up the next turn. The bad news is I've played a lot of good cards this turn, so chances of me getting 8 attack next turn is not the best. But we'll see. We will see. I'm playing the Final Blow variant, which means after I defeat all 4 tactics, I have to hit it one more time to win. That's usually how I play. If I wasn't, I would have won by now, but that is not what I'm doing. So, I'll spend 2 more attack to unfreeze. And he's going to be at 8 attack. I have 1 more turn left in the game. That's it. So if I get 8 attack next turn, I win. If I don't get 8 attack next turn, I lose. And that's just pretty much how it's going to go. So I don't have enough recruit. I can recruit something, but I'm not going to get through my deck, so there's no point. I'm just going to end my turn here. And we'll see what happens. This next deck's going to determine the fate of the rest of the game. That's 2 attack. That's draws. That's 3 more attack. That's 5 total. That's 4 attack. Yep, that's going to do it. Wow, I didn't think I was going to win this one. But here we go. Final turn of the game. It's a scheme twist, the last scheme twist. Now, I would have lost this game if the scheme said evil wins when the villain deck runs out, but it doesn't, luckily. I just do this. I won't get any attack from the twist because I'm at Hope. So let's inspire Hope to draw even more. Let's choose Justice. We'll see how much VP I can get. Inspire Hope. So I go down to 2 and I draw a card. Got a sidekick. Then +1 recruit for each Hope. I get 2 recruit. And then I gotta play 2 cards on that side deck. First is Eradicator. Hope nobody comes in and messes me up. Ambush. Put all heroes from the HQ on the bottom of the hero deck in random order. So everybody loses again. Hey, let's see if I can get Superman's rare in this last turn. If it shows up again. What a game 1 this is. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Well, Clark and Bruce there. And second card from that deck is a Bystander. Alright. Is DC harder than Core 2 for anyone else? Joker seemed almost impossible with all the fear mechanics. I haven't played against Joker yet, and folks who have played this can let you know, but I think, as I mentioned before, there's a lot more choices to make, and those choices impact your game a lot more than 2nd edition. And it's definitely more complex in that way, and if you're not versed with Legendary, I can see it being a bit harder, but maybe it's just harder in general, I don't know. But it feels like right now, this whole game I've been trying to balance hope and fear, and it's been a new experience for me, and it definitely feels like my choices matter more. So by that definition, I guess you could say it's tougher if you have analysis paralysis. All right, let's finish this thing strong and have more stuff to play. All right, daring sidekick, 1 attack, draw a card, go away. Willpower, hope is 2 or more, so 3 attack from John over there. I got Mana Steel, 4 attack and a wound cancel if I need it, but I probably don't. Another driven by willpower, 3 attack from this one, already enough to win. Let's keep going. Let's draw 2 cards, because this is the last turn. Got Batman's rare, alright. I'll play it. He's got to fight in the sunlight a little more. I won't inspire fear, I won't gain a sidekick, and I won't do the power. So I just get 6 attack from him. Batarang. That's funny, I play this on the last turn where it's not actually going to do anything. I put it near my deck, and when I draw a new hand, it's going to return to my hand. I don't get to draw a new hand, so I'll choose not to activate the superpower at all. And I got 1 more Checkmate Knight. So technically, if I fight Captain Cold for the final blow, I get to finish out my turn and do more things, so I don't have to fight him last. But for the stream, it's more fun to do. It's more dramatic. So I'm going to choose to fight other stuff. Travel says, Joker is supposed to be hard, and Batman actually helps him generate fear, but you learn how to balance it better over time. Superman, Batman, and Green Lantern is the worst solo team you could get. Is it the worst? I found some highlights there. Definitely, I think the scheme was more of a challenge than the hero synergy. Alright, so I got 12 attack to work with. So I can go with a 7 and a 5 with the bystanders to maximize my VP. So let's go ahead and fight Eradicator. For 7, fight, put any number of heroes from the HQ on the bottom of the hero deck in random order, then refill the empty city's HQ spaces. This would have helped me with the frozen heroes, because I could have just refreshed them, but whatever. Fight Eradicator there. And I get the bystander. And I will fight Cheshire with the bystander as well. For 5. Titans for higher. That leaves me with 8 attack, which is just enough for the final blow on the Mastermind. And that is it for Captain Cold and my first game of Legendary DC, and it was a close one. No cards left in the villain deck, but somehow it turned out to be a victory, so we did it. Very close game. Extreme, no cards left. Villain deck. You see Luther, there was nothing left. That was a really fun first game. This threw me right into the deep end of what this set is all about. Hope and fear, tug of war, this scheme pushing things in, a lot of choices, I don't think I've played I don't even think like Messiah Complex or X-Men has this many choices. Between the hope and fear choices and the choose one choices, there's so many choices in this core set, which is fun, it's engaging, like was mentioned. Very brain stimulating to do that. Let me go ahead and count my VP if anybody wants to play this setup at home and compare scores. Here is the setup one more time. It was Captain Cold and Kingdom Come. It was Fearsome 5, Bestiamorphs, and Batman, Green Lantern, and Superman. I got more games to play. I'm not going anywhere, so we're going to play even more DC in a little bit, so stick around for that. But, yeah. If, again, most schemes, maybe not most, but a lot of them say evil wins when the villain deck runs out. Thank goodness this didn't say that. Alright, so starting with my tactics, let's go ahead and count my VP. I got 6, 12, 18, 24, 30, and here's why I like to sort the villain deck or sort my victory pile as I go, because things are already sorted for me. So I've got 33, 37, 39, 42, 45, 49, 54, 58, 61, 63, 69, 71, 75. A lot of VP. 78, 81, 83, 85, 90, 92, 94, 95, 96, 97. Is that even 100? Oh, I go over by 1. 98, 99, 100, 101, 102. So 102 VP. If I was playing this for a league, I'd lament my 2 escapes, but I wouldn't be too worried about that because there'll be a lot of escapes on this. So that was my very first game of Legendary DC. Thank you for watching. If you're watching this on the VOD afterwards, check out the rest of my videos, and don't forget to subscribe and like for all the rest of the Legendary goodness. If you're watching live right now in real time, stay here. I'm not going anywhere. And I'm going to play more games. But everybody else, thank you for watching, and you all take care.